Are you truly prepared for Bitcoin success? Are you truly prepared? Or are you just sitting there? Just sitting there wishing and hoping for Bitcoin to reach all-time highs, seeing new gains? Is that all you're dreaming about, all you're thinking about? Or are you prepared? Are you prepared to set yourself up for success? Are you prepared for the dips? This is the Bitcoin video you must watch, but you might not enjoy. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe and like on the way in for the very best Bitcoin technical analysis. I'm a straight shooter, okay? So I'm just gonna lay this out to you. And this is such an important video. This is how you succeed in accumulating Bitcoin and succeeding in this crazy game of crypto. Let's jump into the charts. First off, I do want to say this. This is still up from the other day I did a video. This is like the speculative scenario if Bitcoin were to really play out similar to what happened, and we talked about the similarities in spring into summer of 2019, really this move right here. If Bitcoin did something similar, and there's a case for that, this is what Bitcoin would look like. If you want those short-term gains in the next few weeks or so, this is potentially in play. Now, you know my stance. Right now, at this point in Bitcoin, I've been anticipating a dip. And the reason I do that is just because I want to personally be prepared. It's why I do technical analysis. There's a lot of indicators suggesting a potential dip, and that's what I want to briefly talk about in this video. And I want to show you the data. I want to show you like why I think it's just very much in play. Now, the scenario you see on the screen, if this played out, would be a very, very interesting scenario, because post-2020 halving, this would be Bitcoin doing something it's never done before historically. So this could kind of, go against some of our very consistent data that we've had and we've relied on. It's really helped us anticipate dips. If this happens, right, I would love it. I would really love for this to happen. I don't want a dip. But if it happens, this would truly be a very, very macro bullish move for Bitcoin. It would indicate some very bullish things in terms of just the cryptocurrency ecosystem in general. But let's dive in. Why a dip, right? And why is it so important just to at least be open to it, be prepared for it? If you're scouring YouTube for these bullish hype videos, sometimes you'll find it here on this channel, right? I'm very bullish, everybody, on Bitcoin. But sometimes you'll find kind of the inverse of that, which is, hey, patience, let's cool down. Let's wait for this next opportunity to buy Bitcoin, accumulate Bitcoin in an uptrend, a long-term uptrend. So here's Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin back in 2017, just for reference, so that you kind of get an idea, well, comparatively to where Bitcoin is now back then in that cycle. It's very simple. We plot our bull market doors, and this is Bitcoin entering the bull market last time around. So comparatively, right now, Bitcoin is like right around here, right? We just broke the bull market doors on the current charts, and this is what it looked like back then. Now, what was in store for Bitcoin? Well, at that very moment, a big dip, which we have not gotten just yet. And then moving forward into that bull market, many big dips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then the top of the bull market. Now, I've said for a very long time in this YouTube channel, when we enter the bull market, the key will be to continue to accumulate Bitcoin and to buy these dips. And now we're in an environment in terms of Bitcoin charts, right, where the potential to actually do that is at hand. We're there. Let me go over to the chart, right? This is the daily chart, but we're here now. The dips in a bull market can start happening. I don't know when, but we have to be prepared for that. And this is what it looks like on these charts. So what's going on here in these dips? And that's what I want to define. This is the data I want to look at, I want to dig into, because these are pretty big dips, right? Bitcoin's cruising. Bitcoin's like breaking $1,000 here, 2017 in March, people going crazy. And then all of a sudden, it's just like a 27% dip, 30% dip basically. And then that happens over and over again. And people might very well at that time think that was it. That was the top, right? And weren't really mentally prepared to buy this. And that could have been a great opportunity, obviously, to buy this, to buy even this. Look at this, $2,000 dip in July of 2017. just months before Bitcoin went absolutely crazy. You have to be ready for this. This plays out quickly. Now on the chart, this is months worth, but we all know how fast time goes by, right? I started this YouTube channel all the way here at the top of the bull the top of the bull market, and time has gone by so fast. We have to be prepared what's about to happen if you want to accumulate more Bitcoin and these crazy discounted dips. So again, here's what's happening on this chart. Bitcoin obviously is very clearly breaking the 50-day moving average on the chart, right? So that's not as reliable as when we get to the weekly, and I'm going to show you that in a sec. But what's important on the daily chart is this. I want to show you this. On the RSI, it's important to note what's happening every time Bitcoin dips in this bull market of 2017. So here's a dip, and here's a dip, right? Bitcoin's dipping right into this area. It's the oversold area on the daily chart. It's a very huge indicator in terms of at least starting to explore the idea of buying Bitcoin and accumulating. I'm not one to really like buying Bitcoin when it's overbought, right? This is a very reliable indicator alone, this daily oversold RSI area, the bottom of the screen. And every dip, Bitcoin hit that area, right? So it's been reliably consistent when you look back at this data as an area to really buy the dip. This would have been a great area for Bitcoin or for you to buy the dip. Now, if we go and look at Bitcoin charts right here, I'm going to scroll all the way over to where we are now. This is where we are. And zooming in here, we're entering that bull market, and you can see Bitcoin's not at that territory. And to me, this is saying, well, this isn't an area where you'd want to really buy, right? This isn't really where I'd want to accumulate. But check this out. Bitcoin hit it very temporarily. This was just in September. That turned out to be a great area to buy Bitcoin after some consolidation here. Bitcoin on the daily chart here hit that area, March. You know that swing low would have been a great time. So are you ready for this? Everybody, this isn't like that hype video. It's going to get you all emotional and feeling good and dreaming about, you know, going and just selling a ton of your Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies when it hits all-time highs. This is different. This is the true aspect of the game that sets you up for success. And I think a lot of people are going to miss this. And these are the dips we're looking for. These are the opportunities we're looking for. Will it happen? There's no guarantee. That's why I always say you have to be prepared for the upside too. For me, I am so ready to enjoy the gains. Trust me, I'm ready for just new all-time highs. But the opportunity truly lies down here, and this is what I'm anticipating. It's not because I'm saying it's going to happen. This isn't financial advice, but this is it. This is where I buy Bitcoin. It's down there, and the charts are lined up in a way that suggests it can happen. Now, how does all of this on the daily chart and what's happening, and we go back again to the bull markets and Bitcoin making these crazy moves, we see how that plays out on this very important daily RSI. How does it play out on the weekly chart? What do we look for on that chart? So if we go to the weekly chart, what we're looking for now is, you can see the weekly RSI is not overbought. So we're not really utilizing that as much as we are the actual moving averages of Bitcoin this time. So confluent with the oversold RSI on the daily, confluent with that, we're checking out the 20-week moving average. So when Bitcoin was oversold here, hitting this very key accumulation area on the RSI on the daily, check this out. Bitcoin was touching the 20-week moving average. And that is such a big, big indicator for so many people that do technical analysis. 20-week moving average, 21-week moving average, just whatever you want to use. I use the 20-week. But you can see Bitcoin touching that each time, proving itself to be a phenomenal time to buy Bitcoin in a bull market, right? Just look at the support and the bounce. Obviously, in a bear market, you're getting something different. You're getting rejection at that 20-week moving average. Rejection. In a bull market, support. And now if we go and we scroll over and look at the synergy too, the bear market, once again, rejection. Everybody, the harmony on these Bitcoin charts is ridiculous if you look at the historical data, and it gives you a glimpse of what potentially is going to happen. Look at this. This played out exactly how it played out basically in the last bear market. And we're anticipating something similar in the bull market. So now if we're looking at this, look how overextended Bitcoin is from the 20-week moving average, right? 20-week moving average currently right around $13,000 or so. Now, that's a big drop for Bitcoin. Could that happen in the next couple of weeks? 100%. Bitcoin is, as you know, hitting that resistance on this weekly RSI, the resistance area. Well, that's nice. I have an alarm going off in the middle of the video, which is great. So hitting the 20-week moving average would be the exact time that I buy a dip. Now, this is a question I get asked a lot, when to buy Bitcoin. And I have two areas. So number one is this area. I'm going to go back to this messy chart. There's a short-term symmetrical triangle we've been tracking on this channel with a $17,000 target right down here. And that's confluent with a short to mid-term, more of a short-term Fibonacci support area, swing low to swing high. So right in here, this is a light buy for me. I'll just, I'll go in there, I'll buy some Bitcoin because there's a chance that this scenario that you see on the screen plays out and we get a bounce there, Bitcoin goes crazy. I'll pick up a little bit. But this is the scenario. This is the scenario where I buy heavier accumulation. And it's down here, the 20-week moving average in the 13,000s. Now, mind you, over the next couple weeks, if a dip happens slowly, by that time, the 20-week moving average will be higher. It could be closer to 15,000. So I'd say 15,000 down to $13,000 is my heavy buy zone for Bitcoin. And it would be so synergistic with what Bitcoin did in the last bull market on its way to new all-time highs. Very bullish. A move like this would be very synergistic to that, to this, to this, to this, and I will be buying that. That's what I'm waiting for. And these are the types of things that we do on this YouTube channel, which is we anticipate the dips. We anticipated the bottom of the bear market and we were accumulating, right? And we're anticipating just dips all around. But this is what it looks like in a bull market. This is how you succeed. In my opinion, this is the best way to approach it. And this is not financial advice. This is what I've learned. This is my approach. Time will tell what happens in the short term. I would love for this chart to play out. It would be awesome. Time will tell. This is how I accumulate Bitcoin. This is why you mentally have to be prepared. This is a mental game, everybody. There's going to be a lot of people that miss this because this isn't a hype video. And this is just a straight shooter, realistic, transparent look into the Bitcoin charts. If you got any value from it, please hit that like. If you're not a subscriber here, hit that subscribe. Let's do this thing. As Bitcoin truly enters the bull market and we see some gains, we have to prepare for the dips. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.